Hello everyone, I'm FARMERSIM. Welcome back to Pallegney. I do hope you're all doing very well and having a wonderful day. So you find me in the morning, 2nd day of September. The drilling continues. I'm on my way to the shop just to stock up with a little bit more solid fertilizer to get the last two fields done. We've got field 35, which is the kind of the long field that's just to our right down the hill there. We're going to drill that with some wheat, and we've got field 9, the field over towards the east side of the map, which we are going to drill with some barley. We're in the obviously the planting season for those two crops, so we're going to get those into the field. And that's essentially the plan for today. We've got no rain on the forecast till 7 o'clock this evening, roughly, if it changes, so we've got plenty of time ahead of us to hopefully get both those fields drilled and get them rolled as well. Now obviously this seeder that we're still leasing behind me, that does obviously, as we are on the way to purchase some now, that applies the first stage of fertilizer in both of those fields. So we're not going to have to worry about digging the Fendt sprayer out for a couple of months yet to give it its second coat, but nonetheless we're going to crack on and get busy with this. Now I've equipped the tractor here with the front loader just so that we can I'm going to fill this one up and bring the rest of it with me just to make sure that we don't run out and I don't have to make a trip back over here. I mean, it's not too far, is it? It's only down the hill there, but we may as well have it with us. I'll just leave it at the side of the field. We'll fill it up. There we go. What we've got left in here now then. 482 litres. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how far this goes, I think, just to save money, because we are spending money at the minute. We're leasing this seeder, so it's costing a few euros, sorry. So let's not be too frivolous with the money. Right, so let's bring that down roughly to about there. Have we got the... No, don't topple it over. It is very difficult to gauge the heights here, isn't it, with the tines. Look at that balance on its edge there. There we go, that's better. We'll tip that right up. Excellent. Okay, so let's get ourselves down to the field. But while I'm on the way down there, a couple of things I just wanted to talk about very, very quickly. The first thing is I want to give a massive shout out to a couple of people. Now, in the last few weeks, there's been regarding my Discord. It's become quite a wonderful little hive of activity. There's been a lot of contributions from all of you wonderful people. Sin the Dane, Virtual Farming Life, creating these very helpful documents that you've created for those of us, sorry, who aren't real life farmers. You know, like I said in the last few episodes, there's you know, the knowledge that these real life farmers can bring to this digital game is just brilliant, and we can learn so much from them. So I'm as a result of me having those documents on the Discord, I think a lot of people have come to the Discord in order to have a look at these and learn from them, which is great. But like I say, yeah, the community itself over on my Discord has become, it's just a wonderful, vibrant, colourful place now. And there's a couple of people I've got to wholeheartedly thank for that. We've got Ron, hello mate, hope you're well, who he is responsible for creating my Discord in the first place, going back a few months now. Without you, mate, the Discord would never have been there, because as some of you may be aware, I am something of a noob with Discord. I'm just absolutely useless with it, quite frankly. Still learning, you know, I'm getting there, stage by stage, day by day, bit by bit, but it's yeah, I'm getting there. Secondly is to Chimera, hello mate. Again, hope you're really well. You've been picking up the pieces for me as we've been going along, and I've been, you know, faffing around and causing a few hiccups here and there. She's jumped on board as part of the admin team, and has been instrumental in helping me out and putting the fires out as I try and change settings on Discord and stuff. So yeah, really appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much for everything that you've done. And also to Charlie Lima 53, who is a relatively recent member on the Discord, but he's come along and he's offered up his services and his knowledge to help out with the Discord as well, and just kind of, like, you know, ramp things up a bit and make a few adjustments here and there, because he's, you know, he's really clued up and knowledgeable on Discord, and he's, yeah, the last couple of days he's seemingly really, really busy, just making a load of amendments to it, and again, just turning it into the wonderfully vibrant, colourful community that it is. So to all of you, my little admin team, I'm eternally grateful. Thank you so much for all of your help and your work and your hard work. I appreciate you all so very much. So, and onwards from that as well, today's episode, this video here, is likely to be my last video for about a week. I'm in the process of moving house, and it's obviously, it's a big job, it's a massive job, and the reality is, I've got to draw a line somewhere and say, right, I have to focus on packing up my house, putting everything into boxes and doing what I've got to do to focus on that, because obviously I can't, I can't cause any problems in that respect. It's a very big and complicated process when you've got a chain of people involved, buyers of other houses and all that kind of stuff. So the reality is I'm just not going to be able to focus and give the time that it deserves to make content, apart from the fact that it's for at least a few days anyway, the computer's going to be unplugged and moved about a bit, so it's physically impossible in that respect. And I've also got to move my internet from one address to another, so there's literally, my hands are tied in that respect. So at the minute, it's Thursday the 13th. I'm recording this for tomorrow, for Friday the 14th. Essentially, the way I can see it at the minute anyway, that the next coming week is going to be, unfortunately, that I'm not going to be able to get any content out. I haven't had the time to be able to make content to be released later on next week. It's like I say, I've just got so much to do. So I do apologise for that. I am very sorry to all of you who do enjoy watching my videos as they get released several times a week. I do apologise. It is obviously one of my most important things. My YouTube channel, since I started it, has been something of my baby, and I'm extremely proud of where we've all got to. And I say we, it's not just me. It's our channel. Without you guys, this place would be nothing. I'd just be a man talking to his computer in an office, talking to himself, essentially. So without all you guys supporting me, watching the videos, commenting, becoming part of the community, this channel will be absolutely nothing. So yeah. As I say, there's not much I can do. I would, needless to say, I'm going to be, as soon as the computer is plugged in and there's some kind of internet connection plugged into it, and I can, afford a few hours to get something out, then needless to say, it will be done. And hopefully, as soon as physically possible, I will be back to my regular schedule of at least 3 videos a week. So please bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can appreciate the time and effort involved in moving house. It's a big one, let's be honest. So anyway, right, we're here, field 35. This one we're going to put wheat in, and we'll work our way over to field 9 shortly and get that one done as well. I'm not too sure which way round I'm going to do it yet. I haven't actually planned that far forward. I might, just for a bit of variety, I might drill this one and then roll it, and then go over to field 9 and then drill that and then roll that. I'm not too sure, but thinking about it actually on the fly, it might make better sense if I get everything drilled in at one go, and then I can return the seeder, and then that would be essentially keeping hold of it for as short a time as physically possible. But either way, I'll pop this one into a cinematic anyway, and we'll see where we go from there. So, usual story, bit of music, see you in a wee while. Sorted. Wheat's in the ground. There we go. Didn't take too long either. And as you can see, we've got 14% left of solid fertilizer in the tank. So I'm just going to hook up the front loader here. I'm going to... There we go. Get that in there. Let's just jump out of cab view here for a minute or two. I'll put this 400 litres odd into the seeder. Fill it up. I'm going to go and grab one more bag from the shop. Because I think that should be enough. Because field 9 is a bit smaller than this one. I am going to get that done now. Like I said earlier, I'm going to so that we're spending as little money as possible on leasing costs. We'll get this field 9 drilled with barley. I'll get it done off camera because obviously I've just just done a bit of a cinematic for the drilling there. You don't need to see another one, do you? So I'll go and get this one done off camera, and then we shall pick up the roller because we do have 3 fields to roll. Obviously we've got the one we've just drilled. We'll have field 9. And we also have the big custom field that's next to the farm there that we drilled with canola in the last episode. So that needs rolling over as well. So yeah, there we go. So last mention of Discord though, if any of you are, if any of you aren't a member of my Discord channel, please feel free go and the link is in the video description below. Feel free to go and jump on there and say hello and join the little community there. Because as I say, it's a wonderfully friendly, vibrant place. If any of you have ever got any technical queries or questions regarding Farming Simulator, there is almost always somebody who can help you out there and answer your questions. And it's just like I say, it's just a great place to be. Everyone's so friendly, helpful, and can pretty much sort you out with any query or anything like that. And it's just a great hub to be part of, I must admit. We've got a couple of members there who contribute to mod updates and stuff. They keep a mod updates channel relatively up to date there. So when things like courseplay and other things get updated, Dutch will post generally, as a rule, post a link in the mod updates section. Then just keep us apprised of any updates. So it's great. So by all means, like I say, the link is in the video description. Go jump on there if you so wish. So as I say, I'm going to we'll get a couple of get another bag of solid fertilizer purchase now. I'll crack on and get field 9 drilled with the barley, and I'll pick you up in a wee while's time when all that's done, and we'll get sorted out with the rolling. Right, that's the barley in the ground. There we go. Job done. So let's get back to the farm. First thing we're going to do is we're going to give this thing a clean off. We're going to unload it of its fertilizer and seed, and then get it sent back to the dealership, because that's our demo kind of over with in that respect. So yeah, make sure that we're not paying for any extra leasing costs that we don't need to incur. So onwards from now though, as I'm sure those of you who are aware that obviously when you run a seeder in a field, the next thing that crops up is a little message in the bottom corner that says weeds are growing. So we need to deal with that. We're not necessarily going to get around to that in this episode, but it's a kind of a feature that's bugged me a bit, whether it's right or not. But yeah, the fact that you can't see any weeds growing in the field, there's nothing visible in the map PDA. We're obviously no doubt familiar with the little green texture you get in a field when it shows you that weeds are growing, but that green colour isn't there at the minute. We've got the needs rolling colour. Obviously we've got the first stage of fertilisation colour there, but yeah, there's no green. But you can still combat that by running a mechanical weeder. Now obviously we do have the fence sprayer on the farm, of course, that we could spray herbicide in a few months if we so wish, but I believe I'm correct in saying that you do take a bit of a hit on yield if you do run herbicide. Is that correct? So I think for what it could cost us, we can take advantage of one of the base game mechanical weeders, the Gorenk Hula. It's 6,500 euros, so it's not too much of a big investment really. So I think it would be a good idea to invest in that at some point in the very near future. Let's turn that off there. Let's grab our lance, and yeah, get one of them down on the farm, and then we can run the weeder in the field, get rid of those invisible weeds at the minute, and yeah, get the yields up to exactly where they need to be once they've been rolled, of course, as well. I've got to say though, I am really happy with this seeder. We are definitely going to be buying one next season, of course. We don't need it right now. So yeah, 122,000 euros though. It's an expensive one, but I think it is going to be worth it. I think a few of you in the comments of the last episode, or the last couple of episodes, have agreed that it is it is a nice bit of kit. It is very helpful and handy for the farm, and it's just better suited, isn't it? So let's get this lot unloaded. There we go. We'll just pop them here for now, shall we? So just reverse up to here. There we go. Seed and fert. Job done. Right. So let's disconnect it very quickly. I suppose I could do things utterly properly and take it back to the dealership, but no, we can do it from here because I can utilise Ozzy's Garage List mod, which I'm very grateful to have access to. Let's go into the right menu here. So here's Garage List. We can now switch the mode to our leased items, select the seeder, and return. There we go. Excellent. Job done. Right. No more leasing costs. Seeder is back to the dealership. So let's what we're going to do. We're gonna use the Fiat for this one. We're going to hook up the roller and get these 3 fields done. Now, moving on into the future as well, job-wise on our farm anyway, I suppose over the next coming months, once we've got this rolling done, next episode we'll crack on with a bit of weeding, no doubt. But once that's done, that's pretty much it. The only thing we're going to really need to focus on is grass work. The silage bales here in the shed are 55% fermented, so we've got a little bit of time ahead of us before they're completely done. The cows obviously currently still don't have any total mixed ration. They're just relying on the meadow. That meadow quantity has dropped now to 11,269. When I woke up on the 2nd of September, when I went to sleep on the 1st of September, they were in the just north of 13,000 litres. They're now down to 11,269. So could do with that silage hurrying itself up, getting itself fermented, and yeah, then we can throw a load of it into the TMR mix around the back there, and load them up with some TMR. But yeah, like I say, the next focus fieldwork wise, we will be running our fence sprayer probably in November before winter kicks in. Let's get that picked up there, and yeah, giving the fields their second coat of fertilizer in November before winter kicks in, and then that will be pretty much it until next year. So next year, what have we got? The barley will be harvesting roughly around June time. The canola and the wheat is going to be roughly around July time as well. So until then, we're just going to be focusing on grass work and maybe picking up a couple of contracts along the way as well to add a bit of variety into the episodes. We'll see what's going on in the local community, see what jobs need to be done, what we can be paid to do, earn a bit of money along the way. Makes perfect sense. But for now, I think we're going to crack on. I've got to get all these 3 fields rolled. I'm going to go back to field 9 now. We're going to get this one done first, and then we'll get back closer to the farm and get the other 2 done, and I shall pop the whole thing into a bit of a time lapse, speed it up a bit, and get cracking on. So see you all in a couple of hours' time. Done. Nice one. Dead happy with that. Couple of hours, almost a couple of hours actually. I wasn't too far off when I said I'd see in a couple of hours. It was 10 o'clock pretty much bang on when we started. So, almost 12 o'clock now. But a good job, well done nonetheless. Tell you what though, this tractor is pretty filthy. Hang on a minute, what are you doing there, sunshine? Crazy round here, aren't they? Plenty of AI network traffic, isn't there? But we could do with some AI network police officers driving around and keeping this lot in tow, don't we? Shouldn't there? I'll tell you what, actually, while we're here, let's call in at the shop and pick up this weeder while we're here. Get us set up and ready for the next episode. May as well grab it while we can. We've got the front bracket on the front, so we can load it up on the front and drive back looking a bit daft. So let's jump into here. We want this one here, nice and simple, the Pooler 600. Don't need any, well, it doesn't come with any extra bits anyway. It's 6 meters wide, which I think is the perfect size for our tractors and our fields. There we go. Lovely stuff. And I think, I hope I'm not wrong, but I should just be able to briefly, for the way, for the journey home, just, there we go, yeah. Pick it up, take it home. Job well done. There we go. 6.5 grand. It's not. It's an investment, isn't it? But it's not much, is it? Let's be honest. We can afford that for sure, and it will come in very, very helpful. So back to the farm. But I think now for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it here. Like I said at the very beginning of this episode, I really do appreciate and thank you all for your understanding and bearing with me for the next week or so while I get my life in order. Needless to say, my content and keeping the channel going and keeping the channel on top of things is one of my absolute priorities, if not right up there at the top. Obviously moving house has got to kind of fit somewhere at the top there, hasn't it? Because I need a roof over my head and a bed to lie in at the end of the day. But yeah, I'll be getting back on with the content as soon as physically possible. And to be honest, it's not going to be much of a week off. The only thing getting a week off is going to be my computer, really. I'm not going to be getting much of a week off, as it were, not much of a break. It's going to be pretty much one of the busiest times ever for me this next week or so. But it is what it is. But regardless, I'm still looking forward to, you know, getting a bit of a breakaway, giving my mind a break from the YouTube thing. And even though I'm going to be running around like a headless chicken, sorting everything out, I am going to still have my mind set on FARMERSIM and the YouTube channel and content and all that kind of stuff. So it will give me the opportunity just to have a bit of a reflection and just think about things and what's going on the channel and what we can change, where we can move forward to and stuff. I will be keeping my eye on all the obviously mods and maps that will be released over the coming weeks, and see what we can do with any of those moving forward into the future. And of course, again, mentioning Discord, I'll be on Discord, of course, every day anyway, on my phone, just keeping up with everybody, saying hello. So, like I said at the beginning, if you're not on there already, please do feel free to jump on board and become part of our little community there, which would be absolutely awesome. So anyway, like I say, for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it here. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you have enjoyed the video and found it a little bit of fun. As always, if you're new to the channel and you like my content, you like the way I'm doing things, please consider hitting that subscribe button and jumping on board, joining the channel. Please give the video a like if you can. It does do wonders, helps the YouTube algorithm do its thing. And as always, there are a host of links in the video description below with my Giants Partner promo code. If any of you are in the market for purchasing Farming Simulator 25 or any of its add-ons and you like the idea of supporting the channel and helping out a creator, as always, your support there would be massively appreciated. And of course, if any of you are in the market for an online server, and again, you like the idea of supporting the channel and helping out a creator, but you also like the idea of a 10% reduction in the cost of that server, please consider using my G-Portal affiliate link, which again will be in the video description below. As always, any help and support there would be massively appreciated. So, thanks again for your time, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.